So now we've reached the grand finale, not just of Danganronpa 3, but of the original trilogy before we go into Danganronpa V3. And yeah, this was a pretty awesome finale. It it was a difficult journey getting here, I'll say that. I was very vocal about my problems with the Miyai hand and all that, but yeah, at the end of the day, I'm really satisfied with this season. I kind of wish that poor Monokuma here actually got more of a speaking role, but it's okay, dude. Maybe in B3 they'll give you a much better paycheck. Anyway, this finale was great. So let's just take it step by step and then talk about it a little bit more afterwards. Danganronpa 3, the end of Hoshiki Academy, Kibou-hen. So the episode opened up just 15 minutes after where we left off from Mondays. God, time flows so slow these days, doesn't it? Anyway, because Ryota is now basically really trying to upload the program and to make sure it does go through. He of course brainwashed everyone last month back in the Miyai hand and a bunch of soldiers in the Miyai hand and now are using them as his guards to protect to make sure he can upload it properly. But then of course Makoto tries to run in along with some of Yakuya's guys. It doesn't go so well until a really, really awesome chain of events occur when the Class 77 arrives. Not just the survivors of Danganronpa 2, but the entirety of the Class 77. Apparently the Neo World program actually did work. And they've been re-uploaded into their bodies, they're not crazy anymore, and they just are kicking all kinds of ass. It was just glorious, and really, all my complaints about Miyai-hen, that was pretty much worth it, and just to see all of that, plus, yeah, personal favorite scene, by the way, was, reunion between, Peko and Fuyuhiko. Just when I saw that, I was thinking, okay, you can end the show, you can end the trilogy here, it's all good, we're good. Okay, see you next summer and all that, But no, the episode still continued and it was all kinds of awesome. We got, like, of course, I don't want to spoil too much, actually just go watch the episode for yourself. And all kinds of stuff happened, like, just Nekomaru, of course, kicking ass, Ibuki rocking out, and then Sonya complimenting Kazuichi. The end is near, everyone! The end is nigh! We're not... It's the end days! Oh my god, what is going on? It doesn't make any sense! It doesn't compute. Sorry. Something like that just is so unusual that I can't help myself sometimes. Okay, so, continuing with the episode. Okay, sorry, just needed to get that last one out. So, after all that awesomeness, also the ultimate impersonator pulling off a better Munakata than Munakata, just wanted to throw that out there. But after all that awesomeness, we then cut over to seeing Hajime, who's now sporting some nice spiked Spiegel eyes, going to confront Ryota. And yeah, it was a really good scene because I really like Ryota, and I kind of wish he got a little bit more screen time in the Miyai hand because, wow, his story is actually the most interesting. And also his conflict with the rest of with everyone else is fascinating because, yeah, what he's trying to do, you could argue I think it's the wrong thing to do, but you could also argue it's the only real option they have at this point because, yeah, even though he's basically going to mind control everyone and to becoming hopeful, he's also pretty much restoring the world, which is pretty much down the crapper at this point. But yeah, it's a good argument because what's worse, a world where there's no hope at all, or a world that's filled with a false hope that was implanted into their minds by basically mind control of the same degree of what the original Junko's original despair video implanted in everyone. So it's actually a good moral, as I said, it's a good moral quandary, and yeah, I kind of wish Ryota really had just become the star of the Kibou-hen, because wow, his story is really damn interesting. But yeah, of course the heroes that come in and convince him just to not do it because it's wrong. It's basically forcing people to become. It's basically proving that they're no better than Junko if they actually go through with the whole brainwashing everyone into becoming hopeful zombies. And of course, Hajime himself still repeating the same words of Izuru, but even though he's definitely not Izuru anymore, he still recognizes that Izuru was right. If the world is just full of hope, then it just becomes boring. Nothing can be gained if despair doesn't exist in the world. That's again a good conflict you can have. You can actually say that sometimes in the world despair is needed, and yeah, it's how you deal with despair is the main thing. Is what I'm trying to get at. The Kibou-hen, for all of its, the Kibou-hen basically showed a bunch of people who couldn't deal with despair in constructive ways. You had like guys who held on to the past too much. You had guys who couldn't trust people and just kept on betraying them. It's the Kibou-hen, for everything I've said about it, did at least pull that off, just showing people who really could not handle despair all that well. Just a bunch. Again, I kind of wish that Ryota just had a little bit more screen time. And unfortunately, Makoto didn't get much screen time in this episode because after Ryota shuts down the upload to YouTube or whatever, the whole thing's pretty much done. Makoto really didn't do much. The Class 77 pretty much did all the work, and he's just like standing outside the door, and does at least get some nice greetings from Hajime and, of course, Nagito. Methinks this episode was a little bit on the fan servicey side, but whatever. It's a good grand finale at least. And yeah, so the class 77 leaves and also leaves behind a little video saying that they were the ones who caused the whole Future Foundation falling upon itself, even though it was basically the Future Foundation that destroyed itself. But yeah, they basically took responsibility for everything, and of course since everyone still thinks that they're bad guys, it makes sense that they take the responsibility and just let everyone think that the Future Foundation fought until the bitter end, so it can at least instill more hope into everyone. The Class 77 goes off with Ryota, and it's a really happy scene. Everyone's good. Everything's being rebuilt. We may have lost Kyoko along the way, but everything's good. I'm perfectly satisfied with this ending, and then oh yeah, wait, I forgot. Kyoko comes back because of that antidote that everyone pointed out as soon as the episode ended. Okay. Well, so much for that drama. Kind of could have done without Asahina's fake death if you wanted to make that revival a little bit more effective, but whatever. I'm not going to complain. It was a great finale. Yeah, I really enjoyed this. I think it's a fantastic way to end the original Danganronpa trilogy. Again, little changes I would really appreciate if Ryota had a little bit more screen time. I kind of wish Monica didn't just leave the show in one episode. But yeah, my complaints with Kibou-hen and Setsubo-hen and all aside, this was a good way to at least end the original trilogy. So I'm left satisfied. With this, I'm gonna be done with Danganronpa related videos for a while because next month it's gonna be October, which leads into one of my favorite holidays of the year, Halloween. A bunch of Halloween videos. Plus, I also have to start focusing on doing some other video game reviews. Got some good birthday money this year. But yeah, that's all I have to say. And I've enjoyed Danganronpa. I might come back to this around the time B3 arrives. But until then, though, that's all I have to say for now. And I hope you guys enjoyed the Danganronpa 3 overall. And yeah, go see Kibou-hen if anything else, because that was some great stuff. Anyway, that's all I have to say, so bear up. Kind of forgot to mention one more thing. Chiaki was in this episode. I was kind of hoping that it would be the AI uploaded into a robot, because we saw a really effective robot in the Kibou-hen and everything, but Oh well, just a thought. Maybe it was it was unfortunately just an illusion in Hajime's head, or maybe something that was implanted into his brain by the world program. But yeah, kind of wish that maybe next time that maybe in B3 they'll have a Chiaki robot. That'd be nice. Just a thought. Anyway, that's again farewell for now.